What is up, my fellow gamers? In today's video, we are going over some of the best heroes in Zombieland Doomsday Survival. We also got 60 brand new exclusive coupon codes that were supplied to us from the sponsor of this video. Let's go over some of the best control heroes first. So this one I think is an absolutely amazing character for control. This is one that I highly recommend you go ahead and invest in, and that is going to be Barbara. This first core skill is amazing, the charge shot. You go ahead, you do a bunch of damage to a random target, but you got a very high chance to stun it for 2 rounds, and then goes ahead and does splash damage to all other targets with a little bit of a less chance to stun them. But basically, if it does trigger, you have the potential to stun a ton of enemies off of just this one ability. And the other core skill, the battle assist, whenever an ally goes ahead and activates a skill, you have a 35% chance to just stun a random enemy for 2 rounds, and also go ahead and deal a bunch of damage to a random target as well. And the next one that I recommend is going to be Tara. This is another amazing control character. So the whole main idea behind this character is you're putting the entanglement on a lot of enemies, and then with that you're going ahead and restoring your health. So it's really strong that you're constantly having that self-heal going off. All right, now let's go over these coupon codes and how this is going to work. First, a quick shout out to our sponsor for this video. BlueStacks is an Android emulator that lets you play mobile games on your PC. BlueStacks offers the highest frame rates along with super smooth gameplay. Because it uses the lowest amount of resources possible, you can go ahead and enjoy your favorite mobile games regardless of your PC's specs. BlueStacks also allows you to go ahead and play your favorite mobile games with a mouse and keyboard, or plugging up a controller and having full controller support with customizable key mapping. Go ahead and play Zombieland Doomsday Survival right now on BlueStacks. Affiliate link down below in the description box and as the pinned comment. All right, so the way these codes are going to work is I was supplied with 60 codes. They are a one-time use code only, and they can only be used once per account. Now, there is no easy way to kind of tell which codes have already been used. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna post all of the codes down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. I went ahead and I already used the very first codes, so you can see the reward that you get from entering the code. The reward is really good, so it's definitely worth using. So a huge thank you to BlueStacks, because all of these codes were supplied from BlueStacks. So what we're gonna do is, as you go ahead and you use a code, if you could please just write down in the comment section which code you used. I'm gonna have them numbered. The number 1 is already used by me. So if you're watching this video and you go ahead and you enter in the code for number 2, just go ahead and kindly comment and say, hey, I used the code for number 2, so that way we can just kind of check it off and people know as they're coming through and watching the video. And that way we just don't have people coming through and trying to enter like 30 different codes and they're all like used up already. And it's not until like they get to the 31st code that it actually works. For creation, we have an amazing assassin. This is going to be Judgment. What's amazing about this skill is you're dealing a bunch of regular damage to 2 random enemies, but you're also going to deal 200% true damage if the target's HP is lower than your character's. Then you have a 100% chance to stun the target if their HP is not lower than yourself. You're getting some really good effects on this with the true damage and also the 100% chance stun rate. The other thing, the energy transfer, you're going ahead and the character's always going to target the enemy with lowest HP for normal attacks, but you're stealing a percentage of the target's attack, and you have a 100% chance to gain extra energy. Another one we got is an attack, and this is going to be Sigma. Has an amazing AoE damage dealing skill. The attack command damages all enemies and puts the bleed effect on them, so they're going to continuously take a percentage of damage per round. For support characters, first one we got is going to be Amana. She's going to give you really good healing over time. And I also really like the other core skill, Prayer of Vitality. When your HP is below 50%, you just go ahead and you silence all enemies for 1 round, which can be really devastating. The other amazing support that I recommend is going to be Danaka, however you say this name. The core skill for her is insane. Deals a bunch of damage, 600% the front row enemies, but what I really like is you got a really high chance to petrify them for 2 turns, but you're going to grant all allies that illusion of the fallen star, which means they're going to gain a shield, and it's going to convert all of the damage that they would receive into healing instead, which is really, really cool. And she also has another ability similar to the other character that we mentioned, where whenever a hero goes ahead and releases a skill, she kind of jumps in and increases her attack power, and she co-ops in and deals a bunch of extra damage to 2 random enemies. And then a really good tank we have is going to be Harley, amazing defensively. And then what makes her so tanky is her core skill, Cry of Soul. Every time an active skill hits an enemy, she gains a layer of shield. And the other amazing tank that I recommend, another defensive stance we have, is Carmen. Fearless Charge is dealing tons of damage to back row enemies. You're going ahead and increasing your damage reduction for 2 rounds, and you're also putting that sanity loss effect on enemies as well. That is it. That is just some of the heroes that I recommend. There's a bunch of really good heroes in this game. Hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. Stay happy, stay safe. I'll see y'all later. Peace.